I think today's discussion really went to the commitment of business and representing, frankly, a broad section of stakeholders about the need for improving our education system and the sense of urgency, and frankly, bringing a sense of practicality about what we really can do to make a difference. And I think that's where we are right now. We're at this unique point and this challenge of how do we improve our nation's education system that really is, people are recognizing it, and it's all hands on deck, and I found that very inspiring. Well, I think this report is especially relevant to the business community. When we visit with leaders around the country, Fortune 500 company leaders as well as local chambers and merchants, they all cite, I'm worried about having qualified workers who have knowledge of computer science, physical science, math, but not just that, but who have skills to communicate effectively, who have skills to be able to problem solve, to be able to provide creative thinking and not just be directed in all their tasks. They worry about their ability to continue to hire those kinds of workers. And so they recognize that the ability for our education system, both K-12 and higher ed, to develop those skills and to change kind of the status quo is imperative to their future economic success. And I think they're seeing the link that it's not just their economic success, but if you then talk about issues in terms of our national security, that it's especially relevant. And I think many of our businesses appreciate both the economic and the national security aspect of the challenge. I think what I found especially compelling is this notion of an audit and the transparency and kind of using information to mobilize the changes that are needed. And let me tell you why. The reality is we have a 50-state system, right, in terms of our K-12 system. And then below that, we have 15,000 school districts. And so when we really are talking about the need to drive significant improvements, we really are talking about doing so in a decentralized way. And that means you got to mobilize an entire community and multiple communities and stakeholders. And so providing visibility, transparency that allows more people to leverage the bully pulpit and advocate for the changes that are going to be critical, I think is very, very powerful. And frankly, it's something that hasn't always been occurring. And so I think that's going to be a critical part of our success going forward.